Well, my game's not been in great shape today, and I've found myself missing this green by about 40 yards in a bunker, probably leaving myself the most difficult shot in golf, if you ask most tour players, the sort of 40-yard splash shot. Now, why it's so difficult is if you automatically reach for your sand iron, I've got to try and hit it so hard that more often than not the club digs far too deeply into the sand and I barely get it over the lip. And here I've got quite a high bank and then some fairway to get it right out onto the green. What I'd like you to try though, don't be afraid, this might sound very odd, that you try maybe a 9 or even an 8. I've got an 8 iron here, but if I open the club face and play a fairly normal bunker shot, I can actually still create some bounce angle that would be on the sand iron and just play it perfectly normally. If I drive into the sand, exactly the same setup as I would do for a normal greenside splash shot, I'm very hopeful that the 8 iron will fire the ball out on the splash about 35-40 yards to the edge of the green. Yes, it's going to run a bit further, there's nothing I can do about that. You know, bad play, bad planning, I shouldn't have been in here in the first place. But I have a chance of getting onto the green and maybe going to work on the putt and salvaging something out of this hole. So let me show you what we're doing. I'll put the sand iron down over there. I've got my 8 iron, I'm going to open the club face, I'm going to hold it a little bit down the handle because I want to try and replicate the length that the sand iron would be. I'm then going to stand quite normally, having opened the club face and obviously a little bit more because I need to get enough loft to get over this bank in front of me. I'm then going to turn myself round to the left and play the perfectly normal splash shot, swinging along the line of my body and trying to enter the sand an inch and a half, a ball's width, a couple of inches behind the ball. Good full follow through, but basically in my mind I'm playing a perfectly normal splash shot with my 8 iron. Okay, here we go. I'm opening the club face, I'm holding down a little bit, I've turned myself back to the left, shuffle my feet in so I don't slip, I'm hovering the club above the sand, and then it's a good full but not excessively forceful swing. Oh, it's very nearly made it. It's just run up onto the front of the green. You can see I can splash him out of the bunker. It's carried the lip and it's gone about 40 yards.